Do not take any of the medical information presented in this video as true. I did whatever my doctor told me to do. And do not take any of the medications that I stated in this video if you have not consulted with your doctor. All of the decisions that I made were based on the recommendations of my oral surgeon and my dentist. On January 1st, 2021, I boarded a plane to Mexico and Guadalajara. And here's my story. I'm gonna be flying to Mexico today. I'm in group 3, so I'm just waiting to board right now. It's like 9:50. Oh yeah, the plane's already there. And yeah, considering that we are waiting in line to board now. Here's our plane. Texas. Let's hope I'm alone. Before we landed, we had to fill out the STARS questionnaire that they give you at the airport. As soon as I landed, we went to San Joaquin and got some fries, where we usually go to every single time. They're actually pretty cheap and really good. It's like less than $1 for each serving. On this day, it was my aunt's birthday, so we went to where my grandma used to live, her house, and we had carnitas, we had cake, and then we had a surprise mariachi come. She had no idea that we were gonna be there, and we ended up singing a whole lot. Afterwards, we just got some cappuccinos, and we ate like this bread, and that was our dinner. On day 3, we went to El Rancho. The first thing we went to go do was look at the cows and see how they were milking them. Here's a few clips of them there. We also got to see the little baby calves. They love milk. They were just like massaging them. They want to bite. I tried to pet them with my nails, but they got scared. And then afterwards, they got their little breakfast. They made a mess. Here's some other clips of them. The black cow was the biggest, and the small one, brown one, you can see is the smallest. Here we went to our house, my grandparents' house that they have here in the ranch, and I was just showing y'all around. We would make breakfast here. The fire would be right there, and we would just sit right here and eat. Here, that's our stove. And then we just put it over here. Here's where we light the fire. Subí muchas abejas. Oh, ahí están las vacas. After that, we went to El Mirador de Pontitlan and we just ate tacos there for a little bit. That's like the view right here. The bottom where you see the lake, all the water is like Chapala. We always go here every single year. This was right next to my uncle's house that they're building, and they have horses. We then went to La Plaza and just hung out for a little bit there. Everybody was doing some other stuff. As soon as we got home, we just watched some TV, and we were watching Mujeres Asesinas. It's a cult favorite, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And we went to sleep. Oh, no, we actually ate pizza. We had pepperoni and pineapple pizza. On day 4, it was January 4th, I went straight to the dentist because I had an appointment. They basically just sealed some of the cavities I had, and they told me to get an x-ray of my mouth. And this is just a picture of that there. And that's how my wisdom teeth came out. The 2 bottom ones. Day 5 was the Yankees Day. We just went and looked at what they were selling. We went downtown and saw Los Pisos Cabañas, a really famous haunted place in Mexico. Here's a picture of them there. After we went to the mall. We went to this like shopping center that they'll all silver. Then I went to go get my haircut that same day. Here's a picture of how it turned out. I just got long layers, and then since it was King's Cake Day, we just ate some cake. And my grandma got the El Niño 3 times. On day 6, it was my other day of sealing my other muelas. They ended up doing like 4 of them at once. We watched The Purge and Dracula movie because we had a free time. We had the house ourselves, and afterwards we just went to Cabo. Cabo is like a Walmart, I guess, or a retail store. After that, I bought some crepes, and that was pretty much my dinner because I had surgery the next day. I was like, when I get home, I ate mantecada, and we watched another movie, the one with Adam Sandler's Dream Come True. And then day 7 was actually my surgery day. This is how my teeth were. I just had wisdom teeth extractions. One of my teeth was fully implanted into bone, and the others were really crooked. 7 hours after surgery, I was already eating baked cabbage, boiled cabbage, and I was also eating Jello. On day 8, I woke up and I looked at a tortilla made of eggs. For lunch, I had soup because that's pretty much the only thing I could eat because my teeth hurt. They gave me amoxicillin and painkillers for like the first 8 hours, and then I had ice packet for the swelling, and that really helps a lot. And then they gave me a medicated mouth rinse that I have to do twice a day. This is the picture of the shot they gave me 10 minutes after surgery to help with the swelling. That's the medicine they gave me for painkiller. It's like really strong Tylenol. And that's amoxicillin to fight off the infection, if any. It's like antibiotics. And that's the ornament I have to use for the next 10 days. On day 9, it was day 2 of recovery. And I also had eggs in the morning, and I had soup again. I know it's getting boring. And then I had caldo de pescado because it's soft. And for dinner, I finally had some mantecadas again because I was feeling up for it. And I just chowed it down with some Yakult. It's like this smoothie thing with probiotics. Afterwards, we went to San Joaquin and chilled there. And then we got home and watched some TV. We were watching Dr. House in the clip. And afterwards we just went to sleep. On day 10, I had pancakes for breakfast. And my Jekyll my probiotic smoothie, because I haven't been able to drink milk yet. And then for lunch, I had 2 bowls of soup. I was finally eating a lot more than I used to the first days. And then this was downtown. It was like a little town we went to visit. You'll see some pictures of it here. It's like a picturesque part of the town. And everywhere we went, we would get sanitized before we even got into that little section. Afterwards, we just walked around there. Here's another building. I'm guessing it's famous. And then I had soup for like late lunch, dinner. And then I get some mantecadas because I was feeling it. And back we were in San Joaquin trying to get some papas. Of course I couldn't eat anything, so I went home and we got some boiled potatoes, put some salt, and that was the closest thing I got to potatoes. On day 11, I woke up to sopes, which is beans, and then I ate soup. It was the best thing and the easiest thing I could eat. And I also had some boiled potatoes for dinner with some pinguinos. Pinguinos are like this cream-filled snack, I guess. And then on day 12, it was my hair appointment day. So I showed up at like 10 in the morning to do my hair. Here's just a clip of the salon real quick. I was getting a bleach. In this step, they just applied the bleach all over my hair to lift the color that I already had, which is like a brown color. And it's gonna process for like 30-40 minutes. And then afterwards, they're gonna bleach my hair. They're gonna finish bleaching it and add the finishing touches. It's like a reddish brown color. Afterwards, we went to a park, and then, of course, San Joaquin, it never fails. And then finally, I was able to get myself some fries because I was feeling up for it, and my teeth were feeling up for it. After that, we just laid in bed and watched some TV. The next day, I had bean sandwich for breakfast and some arroz con caldo de pollo because I was feeling hungry and I didn't want to bother my jaw. And then at 4:30, I went to my dentist for my final checkup, and they said everything. She gave me the all clear. Then as soon as she did, we went to church and I grabbed myself some fries. This was my final day in Mexico. For breakfast, I had huevos con jamón, and I woke up really late. For lunch, I had pollo empanizado and some mashed potatoes. Something that I should have been having since the first day I had surgery, but you know me. Afterwards, I went to my cousin's house and she did my microblading. I got my eyebrows microbladed there, and here's a little bit of the process of how she does it. The boxes that you see around my eyebrows are just a framework for what it's going to be like. She's going to make her little hair strokes on my eyebrows using that same frame. While she's doing that, she's actually just cutting into my skin using a tiny microblade. Afterwards, she's going to fill those little holes that she just made with black or brown or whatever color you want ink. And then she just let it sit for 10 minutes. Here's a picture of what they look like right after. After 3 days, they're going to start peeling, and then afterwards, they're just going to heal properly in a matter of like a week or two. And then you get to see the final result. For aftercare, I just had to take care of them for the first 3 days, not to get them wet or anything, and just applied cold water and diaper rash cream because it's the closest thing that doesn't have any chemicals or anything on it. And then after 3 days, it's going to start peeling, and in a week or two, it's going to be completely healed. After I got back, I finished packing and checked in for the flight the next morning at 7 a.m.
$100 por cada uno y no le habla a inmigración.